Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So this past Wednesday, I released a video where I broke down why I was personally very concerned about the future of Thomas and Friends, based off of the merch stuff that we had seen. But a few hours before the video was set to go up, we got a lot of promo for the new show. I thought today maybe I could just do an add-on to that video and see if any of this info will change my mind that this reboot is not going. Because in my mind, I had it cemented that this reboot is probably not going to be what saves the Thomas brand. So today, I thought, why don't we put that analogy to the test and see if this new press release that has come out will change my mind on that at all. So let's jump over to my laptop and we'll see. And we'll take a look at what this article has to say. Okay, so we're just doing this via my laptop like this. We're doing it similarly to how we did the pilot reaction back in May of last year. So, Thomas & Friends unveils refurbished look and logo, full steam ahead into the next era for a beloved global brand. Iconic preschool franchise returns to its roots, reimagined for today's families. Okay. Release summary. Thomas & Friends trademark reveals a bold new look for Thomas the Tank Engine, kicking off a full franchise relaunch rolling out this fall. Okay, so we have fall. Okay. Okay, so here's a picture. I'm not sure what to think, because on one hand, it looks like the Thomas we saw in the toy picture. But at the same time, it looks better, I think. I think seeing that face actually animated makes it look a little bit better than it did in the toys. We'll see if maybe they update the packaging or something, because the faces on the packaging just look creepy, but this looks a little better. Let's see what else they have to say. Okay, they show off the two pictures. Relaunch rolling out in the fall, yeah. Making the first step into a broader brand evolution. The franchise honors more than 80 years of storytelling and authentic train culture, while paying homage to its heritage and introducing a modern aesthetic design to inspire today's children and fans of all ages. So, from what I heard, is that this thing saying that it's basically going to be Thomas, like, in the modern era, like, in the 2020s? Or is it still going to be a series set, like, way, way in the past, like in the 1950s or something? Because Thomas's timeline has always really been something that bothers fans. But I wouldn't mind seeing, like, Sodor in, like, the 2020s. Or even just the 2010s. Since his debut in 1945, Thomas the Tank Engine has evolved alongside generations, from classic book illustrations to live-action television, CGI, and most recently a 2D animated style. For this new creative direction, Mattel undertook a thoughtful design process grounded in what audiences have loved most about Thomas over time, informed by research and creative exploration. The refreshed design stays true to Thomas's core in testing with preschoolers and parents, ranked highest in appeal, personality, and emotional connection. Okay, so they are trying to make Thomas somewhat consistent with previous iterations. Okay, so as long as they can hit I think at this point, it really just becomes, as long as they can hit the character writing perfectly, I'm okay with this so far. This sounds alright. Key new design elements include lasting legacy. Blends classic train culture with a warm modern look, reinforcing the emotional connection families have had with Thomas for decades. So wait, is that saying that it's going to be the classic Thomas universe we love in a modern style? Or literally Thomas in the modern day? I feel like either one could work. Relatable storytelling draws inspiration from what the franchise's storytelling roots and timeless train traditions. Okay. Sounds good. Modernization. Oh no, okay. Offers refined contemporary details that maintain familiar and recognizable features. Okay. Heart emphasizes warmth, authenticity, and dependability for today's families. Okay. So far, I'm liking what I'm hearing here. Thomas has been a trusted companion for families for more than 80 years. And the new look reflects this, where the brand comes from and where it's headed in the next adventure, said Ted Wu, Senior Vice President of Global Head and Vehicles, Building Sets at Mattel. We returned to the elements that parents and kids love while updating the design to feel most relevant for today's preschool audience. Authentic train details, timelessness, and emotional storytelling from the foundation for years ahead for Thomas and Friends. Okay. I'm talking like I'm sorry for all the stuttering. This is just very off the cuff. I haven't read this yet. This is just the beginning for Thomas's new chapter, featuring a refurbished Thomas and Friends logo. Yeah, you could say that. Brand new design elements and updated character designs rooted in their iconic heritage. The franchise will roll out additional announcements throughout 2026 with live experiences, product, publishing, and content. For more information on Mattel and its brands, visit www.mattel.com. Okay. Is that it? Yeah, it's going into... Yep. Okay, it's just stuff about Mattel now. Okay, so... What did we learn from this? Thomas... I think I'm a bit more confident in it now. As long as they have the right people behind the project and they can still capture what people loved about Thomas, I'm all for this, but I just want them to do it right. Like, they need to master this because Thomas's legacy is kind of tarnished in the public eye, and so we really just need to get Thomas back. I know there were some clips. The Thomas Wiki has a little feed about it with, I think, another picture. Yeah, this one. This looks more like what I was expecting the promotions to look like. This one doesn't look the greatest. Like, Percy still looks alright. Thomas's face is cursed. And it looks like Rosie. It still looks like Rosie is a different, like, a different gender. Although I think it looks a little better, I still don't really like that Rosie face. Like, come on. And then Thomas is like, stare too deeply into that, and yeah. Yeah, I'm not really. I saw a couple other pictures like floating around on YouTube, but I haven't been able to find them yet. Let me do a little bit more digging, and I'll get back to you if I find anything else. Okay, so I found this little reference sheet thing. Looks like this is what they're using as reference for Thomas's overall design. I'm not sure how I feel about this. The face doesn't look that bad though. Like, it almost looks like seeing them actually animated looks a bit better. Are there any others? Oh, there's this, which I think, I'm not certain, but just from looking at this, it seems like this is the same, like, the same shot they would use on, like, the what's it called? The box art, because it looks like that same, like, there's that little viaduct, there's a valley. Like, this is the same backdrop they would use for the box art, right? Okay, so this is probably what they pulled from then. Okay. What else? Oh, there's this one. Yeah, this looks more, this is definitely the box art. Yeah. Is that it? Or, oh yeah, we have, yeah, that, see, there it is. There's the bridge. This is definitely the same set they use for the back. Yeah. Okay, so basically all, this is it. Okay. So we don't really have any pictures of like Diesel or even really like Rosie or Percy. We have the one promo pic, but we don't have ones like this for them yet. Like, we don't have like their actual promotions. All right. So let me go back to my toy mode and we'll, just I guess kind of wrap up this discussion for the time being. So yeah, that's basically the 2026 series, or what I've found of it so far. If there are any other promotions that I've missed, let me know in the comments, because I am honestly just looking for any way to justify myself being excited for this series. Like, I've been so down in the dumps about it recently that I've just been looking for any way to be excited. So I think this is it so far. We've seen like what Thomas is now going to look like, and I think I'm a bit more receptive to it now that we've actually seen his face in action. Oh, almost dropped it. But yeah, honestly, if they just take that face and work on it, I think they can have a good Thomas. They can make it work. I just hope other characters will get the same treatments. Like, maybe Rosie will look better when her face is actually moving. And I pray that James's face just gets redesigned. Like, please. But anyway, I think that's really going to do it. So yeah, my opinion on the series is definitely better now than it was a month ago, a week ago, yesterday. I'm more excited for this now. So yeah. Thank you all very much for watching. If you watched both of my 80th video of my videos talking about this, thank you very much for watching. I might try and make more videos about the topic as the year goes on, but it'll depend on how well this video does. So, yeah. Also, if you want to see me react to other videos, like in the fandom or something, comment down below what videos you'd want me to react to. I'd be up to doing reactions. This is cool. But anyway, thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye! Hello everyone, Thomas here. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more like it, click the links on the screen. And don't forget to subscribe to Jacob's channel, it would mean a lot. Time to get going now. Goodbye!